Welcome, guys. So, we are about to start drafting the pattern for this particular beautiful dress that we're going to be making. I have a very detailed and very much more recent video on how to draft my basic bodice pattern. I'm leaving the link up here and I'm also leaving it in the description box, guys, just in case you want a bodice pattern that has a shoulder dart, because that is the kind of bodice pattern I use. The one that has both the front shoulder dart and the back shoulder dart, and then the waist dart that has already been shaped and contoured to the actual way your body is. This is what this pattern is, guys. It's as though I'm doing marketing for this pattern, but truly, 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 the dresses I make after using this patterns just sits differently. They look so so good, snatched, contoured, and every single thing you can think of. Yes, the process may be a bit daunting and be a bit challenging, technical, scientific, but if you take your time out to do it right, just try it out and then just give me a feedback as to what you feel after trying it. Okay, so enough marketing for the body's pattern, and let us begin. All right, guys, so for us to begin, we need the measurements we're going to be using to make this dress. Okay, so my measurements right here on the screen. Please take your measurements properly, not tightly, but just firm and take it properly. Take the measurements the right way. So we're going to first start by imputing the half length. For the half length, I'm going to measure from this top here up onto where my half length is. My half length is 18 inches. I'll mark that point there and then just draw a line at that point. I'll be cutting off, because if you look at it, there's a joining along the waistline. So let's cut this away, and we'll keep this bottom part because we're going to use it when we're doing the bottom of a dress. The next thing we're going to be doing is draw our princess cut already. So along this bust point area, we need to have about quarter to half an inch away from there. I'm not going to let it be exactly there so that it doesn't give that bust the puckering. Measure to your under bust, where your under bust sits. That should be around this part for me. I'll just rule a line there. So from that line, which is the under bust, you can actually take your under bust measurement. My under bust is 36 inches, and then I'll just divide it by 4. 36 divided by 4 is 9. So I'll be tightening along that part by 2 inches. So this is what I'll be having here and here. Okay, here and here. So just do your tightening at once. I'll have to redraw this line. Okay, how about that? And just connect it. Okay, that's for one. Then for the other, place your ruler. Next, I'll just cut along this new curve this way and stop here. Cut this one too and stop here. Then the next thing is to close up this dart. I'm closing up the original shoulder dart this way. So once I close up the darts this way, I can then have access. Let me chop this away. I can then have access to draw the neck, the yoke. That's where the netting is going to be. It has a kind of shape. So I'm going to use pencil to do that shape, then go over it with my marker. Okay, so now from this point where we have our 1.5 inch mark, we're going to draw a slanted line to get up onto this shoulder dart line that we marked, this shoulder dart here, because that's where the princess seam will be. So let it just slant to that part this way and stop there. So I hope you get it. It's coming to this part here and stopping there. Now from that point, we just want to do our plunging V effect. And this plunging V effect, if you look at it, it's kind of like really going low. So we're just going to let it get to about here. On the bust line, I'm still going down by 1 inch. Let's use 1 inch below the bust line. If you still want it to really go low, please do you can make it as low as you want to. And then I'm just using the slightly curved part on my ruler to do this. If you want it straight, then you use the straight part. So let me put the slightly curved part at the top and then let it get straight as it's coming down, as it's going downwards. So the slightly curved part from here this way, and then it's going straight. So this is what you should have. Let me use my marker. So I hope you remember the steps once again. Also, guys, if you want to be a bit more daring, you can go all the way to this part, okay? That's if you want to show. Do you want us to do that? That'll be too much cleaves, man. That'll be too much. That's to the waist now. That's a lot to beg. Don't worry, let's stop here. This is fine. But you can go all the way, right? And this will work because this is going to still be attached. This is a yoke, okay? So we will just cut this away, cut this away, and we can now open and shape this out. Why we had to close the dart is so that these 2 points will meet by the time we are sewing up. So this part, you can see matching the lines are meeting up, and then this one will definitely be sewn. So you have to be very careful when you're going to be sewing this. It takes a lot of like practice or expertise. And now for this neck, I'm going to just do the basic neck here. Let's see how wide we have it. This is about 3 1/4 inches, which I feel is kind of like high up, which is just perfect because there's a collar attached to this neckline. So I'll just cut along that basic neckline as we have a collar there. I hope you get the drill. So this is it. This is the yoke area. This is the yoke area. We are cutting on fold. This is the CF, that's the center front line, will be placed on fold. So your yoke could be mesh, could be net, could be chantil lace, could be anything you want it to be. Here too, this is the center front that will also be on fold. So this is the front pattern one, okay? And then this is the side front that we need to cut 2 pieces, but the 2 pieces means on your main fabric you're still going to cut this again on your lining, right? Same goes with this one too will be cut on your lining. So we'll be having these pieces for the front. Let's move quickly to the back. So for the back, I measured my half length. I just make sure that the front and back lengths are equal, as they got to the same part. And then I'll cut this out. Let me write back here so I know when I want to work on the bottom part of the dress. Now I have this area for the back. So if I take my front yoke and place it along the back. I can tell, okay, this is where the front gets to. So I can use that line so that by the time we finish sewing up, the front and back yoke has almost the same place is starting and ending at. Okay, so we draw a line here, beautiful, and then we can cut up on that place. Next thing we do, connect this point back to the top here, and then just mark, then just mark down and down. So that is it. We'll just cut off here, cut off here as well, and we can label. So this is the center back, that's the zipper allowance. That's the center back CB, and we're cutting two pieces of this on the main fabric, two pieces on the lining. So this is back number one. So this is back number two, which is the side back. We're also cutting two pieces on the center, on the main fabric, and then on the lining as well. This is the side seam of the back. So along this part, you're going to put your ½ inch sewing allowance here. At this top, you put your sewing allowance here. At the bottom, sewing allowance here, to ½ inch, at the top ½ inch, and here ½ inch sewing allowance. So on the side, you can put 1 inch on the side. Okay, I do not do more than 1 inch on my side seam because I don't like bulk. At this here, we'll put ½ inch sewing allowance, and then we need to shape up the shoulder just by cutting it out. So I'll measure what I have here and just take it out from the side. So what I have here is about 1/4 inch. So I'll just come here, take out the 1/4 inch. I'm taking it out into the back line, not more than that back line. Just connect it that way. And then we can eliminate the dots there. Very good. So this is the yoke area, and we're going to cut two pieces, one for the left back, one for the right, and this is the zipper allowance, okay, as well. So what we can do for the sewing allowance is put it already on this one, put the sewing allowance on these patterns before cutting on fabric, right, for both front and back. So let me do that now. Do not forget to give me a huge thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you for watching.